Welcome to AFD TV. I'm your host, Athara Samajala, here with Dr. Samajala and Dr. Scott, here to talk to you about sports medicine.
Great. So, sports medicine, what sports do you, for kids obviously,
Yeah.
right? What sports do you mainly help out with?
Well, in this area, it's very common to address football and baseball, but I think it's also important to be inclusive. The sports here include equestrian sports, cheerleading, soccer. There's such a wide variety of sports here.
And what are the most common injuries you see?
The most common, probably ankle sprains, just from sheer number, but sports medicine in particular, doctors who are trained in that discipline are focusing on ankle, knee, shoulder, and from my perspective, since I don't do the surgical side, I'm a non-surgical specialist, I often see concussions.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And what's some of the best ways to prevent sports injuries?
Conditioning is important, but it's also important to make sure we get the right nutrition in. Hydration plays a major role in staving off any possible sports injuries related to your metabolic function, making sure you get the right food in. If you have the right fuel, you're sure to do well in the long run. And then the right training, strengthening around the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, all help to minimize some of the most common injuries, including ACL tears in the knees, shoulder issues, especially with our pitchers. And there's some new information showing us that good conditioning may actually prevent concussions. Not proven yet, but very exciting news.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And which sports do you see the most injuries in?
We focus on soccer, running sports, cheerleading, and depending on the season, especially in the fall, a lot of football. During the spring, a lot of baseball.
And I hear that number one is boys football, number two is actually girls soccer.
That's right, for concussions especially, but those are for recorded sports. What I actually think is one of the highest, the sports with one of the higher injury rates, competitive cheerleading.
Really?
Very much so. They're great athletes doing amazing tumbling, and they're being tossed into the air, coming down sometimes onto the hard ground. So there's traumatic injury, overuse injury. It all comes together with football and those cheerleaders on the sideline.
Wow.
They all work hard.
And when is the best time to stretch?
So that's debatable, but I think the best time to stretch is over the long term after an activity. Doing things to warm up, and then after that activity, not just stretching, but foam rolling and some other tools that we go over in our office visits that help condition the muscles over the long term. The stretching is most beneficial over time, not just at one sitting.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, one of the best things that I always taught back when I was playing tennis or other sports is before we start, go jog a mile.
Yeah.
Now it's probably go jog, quarter mile. You're not going to jog a mile first.
Well, I agree, because you need to warm up. If you're warming up your legs, it actually helps with your shoulder too, gets the blood moving everywhere. I think that's great advice.
Great. Yep. And then, and us guys were pretty bad about stretching, obviously, but afterwards it's extremely important.
Extremely important, and to stay hydrated while you do it. You want to make sure the muscles you're stretching are receptive to the changes. Good hydration, good nutrition all play a role in that.
Any questions?
Nope.
Okay, take it away.
Thank you for watching AFD TV.
See you next
See ya.
time.
AFD TV is designed to provide an educational discussion about current medical topics. For a personalized medical opinion, please consult your primary care physician or visit one of America's family doctors' clinics today.